Coming to you again with another new message, and today it's going to be about dream big. And I want to know, what is your dream? Okay, so I'm going to give you 4 examples today of children that had it hard in their childhood, but they rose to fame and they followed through on their dreams and became highly successful and very well respected in this world. So okay, I'm going to start giving you hints, and while I'm giving you these hints, try to figure out who it is, okay? Here's the first one. He was an underestimated genius whose childhood nickname was the Dopey One. He was given the name because he was slow in learning how to talk. He didn't start talking until he was almost 4 years old. Also, he had a tendency to whisper words softly to himself before saying them out loud. That was looked upon as weird, but it shouldn't be, because he was doing self-talk to himself before he spoke. As he got older, he had a habit of repeating sentences several times before repeating it out loud. He whispered to himself, so not a bad thing, okay? He proposed theory of relativity. He mathematically proved the existence of atoms, revolutionized science through the use of statistics and probability. He won the Nobel Prize in his discovery of the law of the photoelectric effect. Now, can you think of anybody that is a genius today but was called the Dopey One in his childhood? Okay, let's see if you got it right. It was Albert Einstein. Now we know that there's nothing dopey about this man. He made big changes in this world. He made a difference in his discoveries and his persistence to learn about the atoms and many other things, the photoelectric effect. And so anyway, there's one example. Albert Einstein was never a dopey one, even though he was called that all through his childhood, okay? Now, the second one is he endured an abusive father in his childhood. He found solace in drawing to endure each new day of abuse. Solace means he found comfort, he found joy in losing himself in drawing. That gave him happiness in his childhood to push away the abuse that he was enduring every day by his father. He moved to Los Angeles to try acting, and that failed. He created a successful cartoon called Lucky Rabbit, which was stolen from him by his producers, and he lost all legal rights to the cartoon that he created. Okay? On his train ride back to California from New York, he created his most famous cartoon character, Mickey Mouse. He rebuilt his career instead of looking to get revenge. How admirable is that? The producers that he trusted in stole his Lucky Rabbit cartoon that he created. But instead of looking for revenge, he took his losses and went forward, just creating another cartoon. And that one, Mickey Mouse, became way greater than Lucky Rabbit. So he was blessed because he didn't look for revenge. Okay, he looked to succeed. That's all he wanted to do, is succeed in his cartoons and the things that he wanted to do. So who do you think that is? I'm sure you know by now because of Mickey Mouse. But anyway, it is Walt Disney. And not only did he create cartoons, he created amusement parks for families to go have fun with one another, where parents can act like children and ride along with their own children. So he did great and marvelous things for families on this earth and even single people. So I want you kids to see, he had a horrible start in life. His father abused him and his brothers on a daily basis, physically and emotionally abused him. So it was severe. But he tuned it out when he did his drawings, And when he got older, he just never had anything to do with his father again. He pursued his career. Okay, so there's another one great example. Okay, now this is probably my favorite one. Okay, I really like this one, and you might guess it before I'm done giving you the hints. His books were rejected by 43 publishers. That's a lot. After 4 or 5 reject you, maybe even 10, people tend to give up. He did not give up, and I'm glad that he didn't, because I love his books. He faced adversities like financial trouble, many rejections, and discrimination. He faced discrimination because they thought that his words spoken were not good. But they're very good. They're teaching children. They're teaching adults. They've taught me. So, okay. His famous name came from his mother's maiden name. So, when you hear his name, do you have any idea who it is? When you hear his name, it's not his surname from his father. Okay, it's the mother's maiden name that he took to be published. And that's how we know him today, by his mother's maiden name. But anyway, it is Dr. Seuss. I really love his books. They make me happy. They make me smile. All the rhyming, it's just fun talk. But it gives good messages too, that we can be anything we want to do. He tells us that all the time in his books. Rise to the highest heights. And we can do that. So children, whatever you're struggling with in your life, look at these 3 so far, how they've risen to fame. Everybody knows Walt Disney. Everybody knows Albert Einstein. Everybody knows Dr. Seuss, okay? I don't know anybody that doesn't know these people. All right, now one last one, and I'll bet you're getting all of these right, okay? So, but this one last one, you children by far should know this one. Okay, this was a female. Her manuscript for her book was rejected by every publisher she sent it to. That's pretty defeating. If you send it to so many publishers and they keep saying no, 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 at some point you just want to give up and think, well, maybe what I'm writing isn't entertaining. It isn't liked by people of all ages. But she persisted. Okay, that's the message from here. Persistence on all of these people. During this time, she was divorced, jobless, had no money, and she was a single mother with an infant. She had to go on welfare, which she really hated, but she had to survive while she's writing her manuscripts, okay? She suffered severe bouts of depression, but she persevered. In all 4 of these people, perseverance is what brings you to success. Don't let your childhood troubles or ridicules or self-defeat, don't let those things affect you. Keep going forward. There's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that can be your pot of gold. For all 4 of these, it was their pot of gold. Everything that they did and persevered in, they came out way ahead of many of us, okay? The editor of Bloomsbury Publishing Company sat down to read the manuscript, and so did the editor's 8-year-old daughter, who loved the manuscript, loved it. So it's because of this 8-year-old daughter at this time that she impressed her dad that yes, publish this. I love this book. I love this manuscript. So it was the little 8-year-old that got it pushed through for this wonderful lady who also persevered just like the other 3 men. Okay? Now I know that you know who it is. I'm sure of it. Okay? It is J.K. Rowling's. So we all know about Harry Potter. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about her name. J.K. Rowling's, when she would put her female name, her given name on there, it was rejection after rejection. In those times, publishers didn't think women could write as good as men. And so it was one day when a publisher told her that nobody's going to publish your book, you're a female, and we don't, it's just not done so much for a woman to publish a book. So she changed it then and put JK, she put her initials. And then it can be taken as a man. And many publishers that she went to did think it was a man that wrote the manuscript for Harry Potter. Anyway, And we all know it was this wonderful lady. And so she was very, very successful. Now, all of these people, and I'm sure you got them right. There was just 4 of them today, but I'm sure that you've got them right. Now, what the purpose for this talk today, children, is because I want you to dream big. If you're dreaming about something that you want to do in your life and the people around you think, well, that's ridiculous. Why would you want to do that? Don't listen to those voices. Listen to your own voice. Self-talk, like Albert Einstein did. Whisper to yourself. And you don't have to listen to what other people are telling you as long as you believe in yourself. Dream big, children. You can be anything you want to be. You are in the freest country on this earth. So that's my message today. Dream big. What is your dream? Okay? Say it to yourself and say, I will succeed. I will succeed in what I want to do. It doesn't matter if anybody else, they can't see your vision, okay? But you have a vision. If you don't have a vision, now think about what it is you want to do in this life. You've got all these years ahead of you. Do something productive. Do something to make a difference in this world. All 4 of them did. It was hard to choose because there's so many wonderful people that have made a difference in this world, in the things they've created and done. And they persevered through hardships, abuse, shyness, being bashful. They've persevered from poverty to richness, to wealth. So the list goes on of the people that did succeed after quite a bit of hardship. All right, that's my message today, children. Just please look at those 4, what they did, and you can do it too, okay? Any one of us can do it. All right, have a wonderful day, and remember to be your best you and to be kind to others. Always be kind to others. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.